would probably generally no. I feel like with an weirdly with an audience like this where it's mainly strangers and acquaintances, I'm open to just like talking about my past and trauma and pain and anxieties and just really deep personal stuff. But I think it's almost kind of like a show that I put on. If you really kind of like get close to me and I care about whether you stay and leave and I care about how you see me, then it becomes really difficult to be vulnerable. Like I just had a very difficult conversation with a close friend, like relating to like things that she said that hurt me, that I kind of like really had to work up my courage to be able to say like, hey, when you said those things, I know it's really silly, but it offended me. And because of that, I had to be distant. That's hard.
Actually, yeah, to a certain extent. And I think it's more because once you open up to someone and the possibility of them betraying you afterwards, that's what would be more scary to me.
I think very similar to fear of being in love. It's both the thing that I crave and the thing I'm afraid of. It's the thing that I'm constantly going through the cycle of be vulnerable, get hurt, get upset, promise to never be vulnerable again, but eventually I just gravitate right to it, and it's like this obligation to be vulnerable with people, and I go through the cycle. And some of the times, not some of the times, a lot of the time, amazing things come from it, and then some of the times, a lot of pain comes from it. But there's definitely this like cycle of just going through it. No, I'm never going to do it again, and then doing it again anyway because of that obligation to connect with somebody through that vulnerability.
Maybe. I feel like also there are kind of two ways of interpreting this question. Just kind of alone in the sense of like lacking close relationships in my life. And then there's alone in the sense of like having to spend an evening not seeing anyone and just cooking dinner at home. For the first interpretation, I don't think I fear being alone. I'm in a really stable romantic relationship. We've been together 6 years. So I think that's really grounding in a sense. I don't have a lot of close friends, and that's always been an insecurity of mine, but it's not something that I think about every day. In terms of the kind of like loneliness about, spending a weekend, an evening alone, I cannot do that. I feel like there is something in me that compulsively just needs to fill up my time with other people, just so I don't have to sit there with my own thoughts.
I'm actually not thinking that long term, but I am kind of scared of being alone in my 30s. Like, I'm in my mid-20s right now, and I've been single long enough. Like, the way my NI is projecting, like, yes, I should have a partner in my 30s. Like, if I don't do that, if I'm not in the process of, like, making a family, then what even is my life, That might just be me speaking as a female, but yeah, that's kind of just the way that I see it. It's not even so much I want to have a partner in my 30s. It's a must. It's a yes, you will have that.
Yes, terrified of it. Although looking at my life realistically, I probably will be. It's something I'm trying to come to terms with right now.
Part of me feels like when I'm old, I probably, like my mental faculties would probably go. So like, I don't know how aware I will be that like, I'm alone physically. But also kind of like, my body would start failing and like, I just have like less ability to go out and do other things. So I would like to think that like future Andrea would probably be in a place of acceptance and resignation, meaning that like, she probably wouldn't be happy, but she probably also wouldn't be in despair.
No, I can handle solitude. Loneliness is a different animal, but solitude I can handle.
I don't think about when I'm old. I shouldn't I? I don't have that fear because I can't imagine that happening. Because I grew up as one of 4 children and I know I'll always have my siblings. But I guess if I'm old, maybe if they all die before me or something. I've never thought about it, to be honest.
Hey guys, it's Joshua.
And Austin.
And thank you guys so much for watching this hopefully awesome piece of content.
Please feel free to like,
subscribe,
and share.
And we cannot wait to see you guys in the next video.
Take care.